Hey guys, it's Jaxie, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make an Allay drop station that works with any farm and allows you to use less hoppers in all of your farms. So here I have a very basic setup. We have a simple bamboo farm with the Allay drop station. Now you'll notice once this bamboo grows here, the Allay is going to pick it up and then drop it onto these hoppers. Now the reason it is doing this is because it is trying to drop it onto this note block here, which is actually going off every few seconds. But it can't reach it, so it just throws it on the hopper. Now I currently have my note blocks muted just because the sound is very annoying, but if I turn it on, you can hear the thumping. Now you can choose whatever sound you want. You can even have the regular note block sound by removing the block underneath it. But I think this thumping sound is the least irritating. You just get that by placing a stone block underneath it. So let's speed up the game tick speed to get this bamboo to grow a bit faster. See, when it picks up like that, the Allay is going to pick it up and throw it into the chest. We currently have 13. It's going to go ahead and pick them up and throw it over. Now sometimes the Allay misses and throws it to the block behind the hopper, but that is okay because the Allay will then see that there's another bamboo on the ground and throw it into the hopper. Now it doesn't have to be bamboo. If this is a wheat farm, you can give the Allay wheat. You can give it whatever you want. If you want to know more about the exact mechanics behind the Allay and how to get them, check out my video in the description down below about the 1.19 mobs. And if your farm is producing more than one thing, you can have multiple Allays going, so you don't just have to have one, you can have as many as you want. So here is a clear view of the redstoning behind this Allay drop station. It's super simple. We just have a repeater clock here with a note block. Now this dispenser here is just to dispense some items, so I can show you how this works super clearly. You dispense it, and then the Allay will pick it up and throw it over this. Now you can see sometimes he misses, but that's okay because he'll pick that up again. Sometimes it takes a few goes, and of course you can have as many items as you want here, and the Allay will pick them up and attempt to throw it. And you'll eventually get it there, so don't worry, your items won't despawn. Now sometimes they struggle a bit, this one is struggling, but oop, and there we go. We now have more sugarcane into this chest. So this can be used in loads and loads of different farms. You can implement the system just making sure your farm is enclosed so the Allay can't get out. Now let's look at building this and sort of placing it in a farm. Now we're going to assume you're adding this to an already built farm. So let's say you have your farm wall here. This is our glass farm wall, and we're going to indicate that the outside is the outside by grabbing an odd block like granite and placing it here. Now you won't need to do this because you'll know which is the outside and which is the inside, but for the sake of the tutorial, we'll do this. Now the materials that you will need will appear on your screen now for this farm, but let's get building. Come into the first block of your farm on the inside and dig 3 blocks down like this, so it should be the first block closest to the glass wall. Place a note block at the bottom of that, like this, and then to either the left or right side, 2 blocks down, dig out 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Then bring that one forward to the front of your farm, so the outside, like this. Now create a redstone repeater clock like this by placing a repeater here on 4 ticks delay, so click that 3 times, and a repeater here on 4 ticks delay, so click that 3 times. Place redstone dust here, 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 and here. This is what it should look like. These repeaters should be facing in opposite directions, because if they're facing the same way, it won't work. So this one's facing this way, this one's facing this way. Now that we've got that, we are going to be placing in our chest. Place our chest like this, coming out, or wherever you want your chest, and using hoppers, connect it, and then add 3 blocks like this. So 3 hoppers, so 1 above the note block like this, and 1 to each side. Now you can have this chest go anywhere, and you can bring this out further or out this way further to help your Allay. It is up to you, but that is my suggested amount for sort of resource efficiency. Now to start this clock, place a redstone torch next to it, and then quickly break it. You should get something like this. Now you can cover that up. And there is your Allay drop station. So let me just create a small enclosure and put an Allay there so I can show you it working. Now, to get this farm started, you need to have your allay in here. Now, in my other video that I mentioned earlier, where I'm going to link you to in the description down below, I mentioned how you can bring allays around with you. So you want to get that allay and bring it into this enclosure. Once it is in there, I'm going to spawn it in. You want to give it a piece of wheat or whatever item you want it to pick up. So that means if I drop some wheat over on the ground here, it's going to pick that up and try and throw it on this note block. Now let me just leave so it can do that. Now make sure when you give the allay the items that it's, for example, if it's the potatoes that you're farming, give it potatoes, not baked potatoes, because otherwise that won't work. You need to make sure it's the item that the farm is actually dropping, not that it's going to be crafted into. And boom, we've got our 2 wheat in here. Now if you've got this connected to a farm, your allay will go and get some more, and so on and so on. And of course, if you want to just get rid of that sound altogether, just go into your music and sounds option and turn jukeboxes and note blocks all the way down. Now, one important thing to note is that you can duplicate these allays in Bedrock and in 1.19.1 pre-release by giving them an amethyst shard. This has got a cooldown and may change slightly the mechanics in the next few sort of pre-releases of the 1.19.1 update, but that is coming, so keep an eye out for that. But on that note, guys, that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and remember to subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you guys later. And remember, stay carbonated.